Julian Assange, the co-founder of WikiLeaks who has been staying at the Ecuadorian Embassy in London since 2012 due to accusations against him in the US and Sweden, has high hopes for a legal solution to his situation in the near future, according to his lawyer, Samuelson, who has said, "We are sure to win. It is just a matter of time." Assange is charged with espionage in the US and faces sexual molestation charges in Sweden. With regards to the legal case in Sweden, Samuelson explained that Assange is accused of committing sexual offences against two women in August 2010. Mr. Assange denies the accusations and states that nothing unusual happened between him and the two Swedish women, Samuelson said in an interview with today's Zaman. In the US, there is a pre-investigation going on against the founders of WikiLeaks regarding the material which WikiLeaks published in 2010 about the US war in Iraq. The alleged source of WikiLeaks, Bradley Manning, has already been sentenced to 35 years in prison, Samuelson added. Samuelson confirmed that both cases against Assange in Sweden and the US are still at a prosecutorial stage and have not yet become court trials. Given the fact that the investigation overseen by Swedish prosecutors is viewed by many as a pretext to extradite Assange to the US for the original case, Samuelson highlighted that the biggest legal trouble at the moment is that Assange cannot leave the Ecuadorian Embassy in London though he was granted political asylum by Ecuador in August 2012. He elaborated, "If Assange leaves, he will lose his political asylum and will run the risk of being extradited to the US. Swedish prosecutor robbed Assange of over 2 years of his life. Swedish prosecutors recently agreed to interview Assange at the embassy in London because the crimes attributed to him are about to reach their statute of limitations." Samuelson regards this as positive progress in terms of the course of the case. "This is what we have been asking for over 4 years. It gives Assange the chance to explain to the Swedish authorities what really happened between him and the two women in Sweden. It gives him the chance to clear his name. We believe that the prosecutor will drop the charges once she hears Assange's explanation," Samuelson commented. According to Samuelson, Assange sees this move by the Swedish prosecutors as a victory and as evidence that he has been right all along and that the prosecutor was wrong. However, Assange is annoyed at the same time because the prosecutor handling the probe did not go to London to question him before. "She has robbed Mr. Assange of over 2 years of his life," Samuelson said. Some media reports in 2014 had said Assange was suffering from high blood pressure and arrhythmia due to lack of sunlight. It was even claimed that he might surrender to the British police because of his health. When asked whether these claims were true, Samuelson said, "Those new reports are wrong. He is not ill. But he has been inside the embassy for over 2.5 years now without even a breath of fresh air. No contact with family, children, no possibility of conducting your work, living in a small office area. Of course that tears you apart. But Mr. Assange is strong and knows that he cannot leave the building without losing his political asylum, so he has to wait." Assange currently works via email, phone, and computer, and is still active in WikiLeaks, Samuelson added. When asked what Assange's concern is about being tried in the US, Samuelson replied, "No one likes the idea of spending perhaps the rest of your life in prison." As a lawyer representing Assange, a figure viewed by many as a hero of modern times, Samuelson stated in response to a question that he is proud to defend him.